At first glance, this image feels overwhelming, chaotic, almost impossible to read, and that's intentional. Hieronymus Bosch believed reality itself was overwhelming. Humans surrounded by temptation, noise, and confusion. Hieronymus Bosch's paintings are not just images, they are a symbolic map of human behavior and morality. His grotesque humans, hybrid creatures, oversized fruits, and distorted bodies are symbols of desire, temptation, and spiritual weakness. In the garden of earthly delights, pleasure and sin are shown not as abstract concepts, but as visible, tangible forces guiding humans toward chaos, repetition, and ultimately their own downfall. Even centuries later, Bosch's symbolism resonates, revealing how easily humans can be consumed by distraction, obsession, and blind participation, a message that remains strikingly relevant today. On the left, we see the world of Hieronymus Bosch, painted over 500 years ago in the late Middle Ages. A world without electricity, screens, or machines. And yet, Bosch's people look distracted, fragmented, overwhelmed. To him, hell was not a fiery pit waiting after death. Hell was a process, a slow transformation of humans into something less human. Look closely at the bodies that open, broken, merged with objects. In Bosch's symbolic language, this represented loss of spiritual control. When desire rules the body no longer belongs to the person. Bosch was not condemning the body. He was warning about uncontrolled impulse. Keep this idea in mind. The symbols may change, but the message goes not. 500 years ago, Bosch painted grotesque creatures, oversized fruits, and distorted humans. Every figure, every hybrid, every surreal object was a warning. A warning about temptation, distraction, and unchecked desire. Today, the forms have changed. Screens, algorithms, endless feeds, and data-driven loops take the place of demons and fruit. The details are different, but the lesson remains exactly the same. When humans surrender awareness, indulge in pleasure without reflection, or participate blindly in a system they do not understand, they lose themselves. Across centuries, across tools, the core human vulnerability is unchanged. The monsters evolve, the temptations transform, but the path to being consumed, whether by demons or machines, remains terrifyingly familiar. On the right, bodies are no longer flesh and temptation. They are interfaces, screens, cables, dashboards. People are connected, optimized, repurposed. Human attention becomes input. Behavior becomes data. Identity becomes a profile. Bosch used demons because that was the language of his time. Today, we use machines. Notice, Bosch's demons did not attack randomly. They managed, organized, processed humans. Sounds familiar? One of Bosch's most powerful symbols was the eye. Watching, judging, never closing. In the AI world, the eye becomes the screen, always on, always measuring, always tracking. Judgment is no longer moral. It is statistical. Bosch often painted musical instruments as instruments of torture. Pleasure without reflection leads to decay. Today, we live inside sound, notifications, endless content, background noise. Silence has become uncomfortable. Bosch would say that is not accidental. Look at the repeated postures and actions on both sides. Humans trapped in cycles. Bosch's hell was chaotic. AI's optimization perfects the cycle. The most disturbing detail in Bosch's work is not the pain. It's the ordinary people who don't realize they are being consumed. Or in the age of AI, IT is the same. We feed the system with our time, our attention, our thoughts, and we call it comfort. That is the real horror. To put it simply, if Bosch painted this today, the demons would not carry pitchforks. They would carry dashboards, algorithms, endless feeds, and the most Bosch-like irony. No one would be forced to enter this hell. Everyone would walk in willingly. 500 years apart, same structure, same blindness. Bosch painted what happens when humans surrender meaning. AI shows how easy that surrender has become. Different symbols, different tools, that same human weakness, tools evolve, symbols change. The danger stays the same. This image does not ask you to reject technology. It asks a far more uncomfortable question. Are you choosing your actions? Or are they being chosen for you?